After items have been added and linked to vendor or customer codes, the next step is to define how prices are determined. Sage Accpac is extremely flexible when it comes to price calculations. Each item is assigned to one or more price lists. Multiple price lists might be necessary for different customer classifications, such as retail customers, wholesale customers, or in situations where customers require different currency conversions. Each item begins from a base price defined within the price list. From that price, various discount calculations can be created. These include customer type discounts, where a customer is given a code from A through E in accounts receivable, corresponding to a specific discount off the price of the item, or the discount may be based on how many items they purchase. Items can also be assigned a sale price, where, based on a date range, a specific price is used instead of the base price, possibly if there is a sale on a particular item for 3 or 4 days. To save time, price lists can be copied. All items from the copied price list are automatically linked to the new price list, with the option to increase or decrease price amounts. For example, you might want to copy the retail price list to the wholesale price list, but at the same time reduce all prices by 20%. Price lists can also be globally updated when price changes occur. The adjustment may be based on a percentage change or a flat amount change. Let's take a look at item pricing and see how it works.
To begin entering item prices, select the item pricing icon. Let's begin by selecting the fluorescent desk lamp. The first window displays the price lists that have already been created for the item. To create a new price list, click the New button. To select an existing price list to make changes, select one from the price list, such as the USD retail price list. The buttons at the top of the window provide the ability to scroll between other items that have already been linked to the selected price list. When creating a price list, 4 pages are presented. The first page is the Prices page. This is where the specific prices for an item are determined. A unique item description can be assigned to the item price list combination, such as fluorescent desk lamp retail, for the retail price list. Up to 6 decimal places can be assigned for the price. The system performs the math internally and aligns the amount based on the currency for final display. The Price By field identifies whether the price of the item is to be determined by weight or quantity. When already assigned, as with this price list, this field cannot be changed. The base price type can then be determined. This option determines how the base price for the item is to be calculated. Select the Base Price for Single Unit of Measure option to manually enter a base price for the specific unit of measure entered here to the right. Or, using the blue up arrow button, instruct the system to calculate the price for the item based on a cost plus percentage or cost plus amount. For example, if you select cost plus percentage, you select the location to use as the cost base. Remember, inventory control tracks costs by location, and then specify the cost base. Then enter the percentage increase to add over the cost, say 25%. When the Proceed button is clicked, the system calculates the base price and places it in the field automatically. The price at that point is fixed. It does not automatically change when the cost of the item changes. A price can also be defined for each unit of measure for those items that have them. Possibly when a customer purchases one item, they may pay $10, but when they purchase a dozen, they receive all 12 for $100 rather than $120. To define this, click the blue up arrow next to the base price field. Then enter the specific price for each unit of measure. Keep in mind that Accpac only uses the price associated with the unit of measure if that unit of measure is selected when being sold. For example, buying 1 dozen displays the price of $100, but buying 12 eaches displays the price as $120, even though 12 eaches is a dozen. The third way to define the price of an item is based on cost. This time when the blue base price arrow is clicked, the base price field displays a window to determine how the base price is to be calculated. Either select cost plus a percentage or cost plus a fixed amount. Then select the cost value to use as the base and then the percentage or amount. If multi-currency is in use, be sure to select the appropriate exchange rate information. When defining a price based on this method, the base price changes when the cost of the item changes. The same rules apply for the sale price. The sale price is the price the system uses if an order, shipment, or invoice is created between the assigned start and end dates of the sale price. For example, some companies have a sale that lasts for a couple of days or a week, where all red-tagged items are discounted between a specific date range. The sale unit of measure is the unit of measure associated with the sale price entered. Possibly someone needs to buy 2 or a dozen in order to get the sale price. The markup cost field is where a price can be established based on a particular markup cost, and the markup unit of measure is what that markup cost is based on. The markup factor field is a reference field used for report comparison against actual values. It isn't actually used in any price decision calculations. Keep in mind that a new item can be priced in one unit of measure, but stocked in another. If you sell items like sand or wax, but want to stock the item in units of measure that the customers purchase them, say bag or pallet, it's probably better to price the items by truckload, but stock the items by bag or pallet. Because each truck varies slightly, the system can track a more accurate indication of what a particular bag costs. The discounts page has already been covered during the discussion of setting up price list codes. But to quickly recap, this is where price discounts are determined from the assigned or calculated item price, from the base price field on the previous page. The discounted price can be a discount or a markup from the markup cost on the previous page. The discount can be based on a percentage or flat amount, and determined by the customer type, A through E levels, or quantity purchased. The values on this page default from the original price list code, so changes only need to be made here if this particular item price list code combination is different. As discussed earlier, when establishing price list codes, the Price Check tab determines how order entry responds when the price on a sales document is outside the specified price range. Selecting warning, error, or approval displays a message in order entry when the price of the item entered or calculated from the cost is outside the specified price range. For example, let's assume we want to force the fluorescent desk lamp to be sold between $50 and $55. If someone attempts to sell the item for a price that is higher or lower, then either a warning is displayed but is allowed to continue, an error message is displayed where the transaction cannot take place, or a message appears where a manager approval is needed to continue the sale. To do this, select Approval as the price check type. Perform the check based on the price of the item, and determine the price based on a fixed amount. Then enter either the specific user IDs where this price check is to occur, or select Default to indicate all users. Then enter the $50 to $55 range. When the item from this price list is sold outside the range, order entry prompts for an approval code to allow the detail line to be accepted. The taxes page was also covered during the discussion of price list codes earlier. However, again to recap, this is where tax authorities are entered, where the tax amount is factored in the price of an item. If tax is to be calculated from the item price as an additional amount, then do not enter any tax authorities. Any tax authorities entered when setting up the price list appear as the default.
Let's take a look at copy item pricing.